You know, a common occurrence or a common situation that I encounter not only in pharmacy but in my family and other places like that is that women they can't get pregnant or they can't stay pregnant. Um, well, I will just tell you that's two things. Either you don't have any progesterone or you have a thyroid dysfunction. And of course, those two can be related because of the estrogen dominance. So there's something in women, and Dr. Lee talks about this in his book. This is really, really profound. And for me, when I realized that a girl, well, you think about this. I think about my wife. My wife now is 77, and we've been married for like 50 years. Well, you know, when she's 30 years old, it's like, it's no big deal. You know, she can get pregnant. Easy to do, right? You just hang your clothes on the end of the bed, and next thing you know, she's pregnant. Well, I didn't realize that there were some very young women in the 20s and 30s that couldn't get pregnant. Well, I understand from Dr. Lee that there's something called anovulatory cycles. What that means is that you can have a cycle that seems like a cycle, but you don't have any egg coming out of the ovary. You don't have the follicle maturing and an egg being produced, and then the corpus luteum being there and producing progesterone. When you don't have an ovulation, guess what you don't have? You don't get progesterone, which is produced by the corpus luteum. So if you have enough of those and you're still having all the estrogen produced, what you end up with is a situation called estrogen dominance. You have anovulatory cycles, which seem like, you know, you bleed and you do all those sorts of things. Oh, it's just wonderful. Yeah, everything works fine, except you're not producing any progesterone. And when you don't produce enough progesterone, then you have a difficult time, if not an impossible time, getting pregnant. So when women talk to me about, well, I just can't seem to get pregnant, or I've been pregnant 3 times and I've had miscarriages, and that's just like a red flag. You don't have enough progesterone aboard. So can that be from just not making enough progesterone? You can, okay? Or can that be from anovulatory cycles? Yes, you can. Or by the way, women, just understand this. We always say the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. If your mother had low progesterone, guess what? You have a low progesterone. If you're a mother and you have a daughter, you can have the same situation with her. Or if you have a mother that has a son, guess what that son tends to be? Hyperactive, ADHD. You have no progesterone to balance the insulin, to keep the adrenaline down. So Dr. Platt talks about that in his book, talks about the fact that women give to their kids. So if your mother had it and you have it, then your daughter's going to have it, and your grandmother probably had it. So it's really important to maintain or to initiate pregnancy and to maintain pregnancy. You have to have progesterone on board.